Yeah, yeah. I want my baby to have your back.
Hi, welcome to the vlog. My name is Castelline if you're new, and if you're not, welcome back to another video. How are you? How are you guys doing? So I took a break from painting. I've been sketching a lot using my coloring pencils. Painting is fun, I like doing it, but I want to be a multifaceted artist. So I'm trying other medias as well, because I've been doing a lot of acrylic paintings, as you can see. So I want to make sure that I am able to do art in other media. So I've been sketching using my coloring pencils. Yesterday I was working on a sketch of a lion face. So that is this here. And then I was like, oh, that turned out nice. So I got overzealous, overexcited. And then I decided to do another cat. I don't know if this is a leopard or a jaguar. I think it's a leopard. But after I started, then I realized this shading the spots is a lot of work, but I'm going to try and finish it, because I know my main issue when it comes to art is lack of patience. I'm really not a patient person, so I always want something that I can finish quickly. And I think that's because for a long time I never considered doing art as a serious thing. I just take it as something fun, something quick to pass the time. Like, you know how you block out time for your hobbies? Maybe if you have 1 free hour, then you sketch something. But this thing of continuously working on a piece or trying to develop the skill, this I have just picked up literally this year. I was not planning to learn anything new. I was not planning to develop my skill. It was just like doing doodles. So I've always been in a rush to finish pieces, but now I'm taking more time to, you know, learn some skills. So that's why I'm going to finish actually this leopard, because usually I don't finish these things. Funny thing about me, every once in a while is I get a sudden craving for a very specific type of Kenyan food. The other time it was nyama choma. I made it. I forgot about that story. Since that day, I have not even thought about ugali, nyama, or anything like I've not thought about Kenyan food again. And then the other day, I was watching someone doing a video on either Instagram Reels or something like that, and it was someone making chapati and dengu. And since that time, I've just been thinking about chapati and dengu. Is that funny? So I have to make it soon. Either I'll make it today. I'll try to make it today if I can. Good thing I have the pressure cooker, so I don't have to worry about soaking and boiling the dengu for hours and hours. The thing is, I can find chapati and dengu because it's basically just not purely a Kenyan dish. It's an Indian origin dish. Like, chapati originates from India, right? So I can find chapati and I can find the dengu, but not done the way Kenyans do it. You know, the standard nyanya na vitungu, that way of frying it. That is what I wanted. I want the chapati also made the Kenyan way. Okay, so I managed to get my hands on some mung beans, or dengu as we fondly call them in Kenya. They're pretty common over here, so it was very easy to find them. I decided to just use the whole pack, but I ended up with a lot of dengu, so I had to freeze some of it. I don't know about how clean it is, but of course I have to give it a nice wash before I start preparing. It wasn't so bad, definitely not like the dengu that we used to cook when I was growing up. You had to wash it quite a number of times. I don't even know where this craving came from, but before I entered my low carb era, I was a very strong chapati girl. I love chapati with anything, chapati with tea in the morning, with beans for lunch, and with nyama for dinner. Like, give me chapati any day. So I think the inner child in me was just like, I want chapati, and then it's been such a long time since I had dengu, so the combo just worked. So I'm just adding some water. I'm going to put it in the pressure cooker or the slow cooker, Instapot, whatever thing, that multifunctional kitchen device. So this thing, actually, I only needed to run it for 5 minutes. That's all it took, 5 minutes, and the mung beans were good to go. I'm gonna pretend like I used that 5 minutes to prepare the rest of the ingredients, but of course it was done in no time. Anyway, so as usual, chop up some ginger, onions, tomatoes, the Kenyan way. Like, who made it the rule that everything has to be fried in onions and tomatoes? It's such a uniquely Kenyan thing, because I've heard other people from other African countries talking about how Kenyans, every meal, like, you want to make nyama, nyanya na vitungu, you want to make beans, tomatoes and onion, you want to make anything, you have to start first by cutting up some tomatoes and onions. So when it comes to dengu, same standard applies. Although, as you will see in this process, I had to improvise some other ingredients just because of availability. So of course, like the spices, things like roiko, stuff like that is not available, so I used the spices that were available. And for the chapatis as well, please don't judge me on how I make chapatis, but we will get to that in a bit. I want to make my chapati dough, and then I will let it rest as I fry the mung beans. I'm keeping it simple. It's just flour and salt, but I got some vegetable ghee to use instead of cooking oil, because I've tried making chapatis before with sunflower oil and it was terrible. Chapatis were dry and hard. So I found this vegetable ghee, and let me tell you, when I opened it and took a whiff of it, it smells exactly like cowboy. It was going to be the perfect thing that I need for this chapatis. So if you're in UAE and your chapatis are not hitting, if you're trying to make them at home, try vegetable ghee. I just mixed a little bit with the flour, but I will use it of course later on to make the chapati layers and as well as to pan fry the chapatis. After that goes in the hot water, warm water, and then I kneaded it and let it rest so we can get to this dengu. Being that the mung beans is like 90% cooked from the pressure cooker, I just need to make sure that the tomatoes and onions are also well cooked, because I will just let it simmer like for 5 minutes after adding the mung beans. For the spice, I used garam masala. Goes a long way, tastes nice, so it worked for the dengu. And then I added some salt and let the tomatoes cook all the way through before I added the mung beans. Now for the chapatis. As a Kenyan, I know there are many ways of making the chapatis, but the end product should always be the same. Something tasty, something flaky, something with layers, something people enjoy. So this is my method. Yours may be different, and that is okay. It's completely okay. So me personally, what I do is I take the whole dough and roll it out flat. And then I will take the ghee and apply it on the dough, spread it out nicely, and then roll the dough into one giant roll, which I will cut up into pieces. So some people will cut up the dough into smaller pieces and then roll each individual piece twice, which I feel like takes way too much time. In my family, my kid sister is the designated chapati maker. I usually don't make chapatis at home. So at least for once, they will watch this video and see how I make chapatis, but don't ask me to do it when I come home, please. This is my sister's job. With each piece that I cut up, I pull, twist, and flatten. This twisting part is very important if you want to get those layers. So that's how I get my layers. I ended up with 8 chapatis, which is okay because there's only 2 of us. Actually, I was going for less, but oh well, leftovers are also accepted. And then I will just be covering up the chapatis that I'm yet to roll because I don't want them to dry out. But we go to the pan and do the DJ thing, spin it. Now, what did I say before? The journey may take different turns, but the destination is the same. So this is how my chapatis turned out. Color is there, the flakiness is there. Tell me if this does not meet the criteria for a standard chapati. And I know very well that chapati and dengu is not a standard thing to be craving or missing as a Kenyan dish, but that is how you set apart the kienyeji from the rest. Take from that what you will. I will just say the meal slapped. It hit the spot. The cravings were fulfilled. I enjoyed this meal to the maximum. Hi, good morning. Today I'm going to the nail salon to sort out my nails because they're so overgrown. I have an appointment for a Mani-Pedi, so I'm going down to meet the Russians today. Nowadays our relationship has improved, so we're like this. And then after that, I think there are a few things I need to get from the supermarket. Most importantly, a new mop and bucket, because the one that I was using broke. I think it's because of keeping it outside, and the heat, the plastic was just like, yeah, I'm out. But it has served for a while. I think since I moved into this house, I've been using the same mop and bucket, so it has served its purpose considering the price. Yeah, let me go get these nails sorted out because, as you can see, they have grown out quite a bit.
Baby, does he do it for you? When he's finished, does he step back and adore you? I just gotta know, 'cause your time is money and I won't let him waste it. Oh no, no, baby, just go with it. 'Cause when you're with me, I can't explain it. It's just different. We can take it slow, or act like you're my girl. Let's get the basics. Whoa, no. He's so replaceable. You're worth the chase, you're burning up. It's alright, I'm not dangerous. When you're mine, I'll be generous. You're irreplaceable, collectible, just like fine china.
This is the nails that I got done. I just went for a simple French tip, but I decided to go with gold so that it's not too simple. Yeah, it's just a nude, trying to keep it looking as natural as possible. As usual, they did a good job, although the lady who was doing my toes was a bit too crazy with the, what do you call them, the cutters, the cuticle cutter, because I think she cut me like 3 times.
It's alright, I'm not dangerous. When you're mine, I'll be generous. You're irreplaceable, collectible, just like fine china. Favorite, you're my favorite. It's like all the girls around me don't have faces, and they're saying no. Life is just a game, but I'm not playing. Whoa, he's so replaceable.
I came to look for a bucket and a mop, but they have only one brand for the bucket and mop, which I am not really interested in. So I'm just grabbing a few random things that I need for the house, but I still need to go and look for the actual bucket and mop that I need.
Can I shock you?
Oh, shoot.
Your brother is broke.
Sally really wants to see what I bought. Let me show him. Okay, Sally. So, what we have here, this is meat, okay? This is kale, tomatoes, onions, carrots, some cling film. These are eggs. See this? Okay? Is the curiosity done? Really, curiosity killed the cat. He's been standing here screaming his head off because he wants to see what's going on. I mostly went to get vegetables, so I got some kale, lettuce, what do you call them? Green peppers, carrots, some cabbage, some beef, eggs, and then a small distraction, some indomie. For those days, I've been going through the kitchen gloves so fast because of how I clean. I don't know, I just keep going through this glove. I hope this will be good for the kitchen. Although the fingers look small, let me see if I got the right fit because I got it size medium. That looks a bit tight. It's a snug fit, but I like the way it goes all the way up. And I got black because they didn't have any other color. Another thing that I needed is this bottle cleaner as well for my water bottles, water drinking bottles, so I can scrub inside the bottle. That's all I got from the supermarket. I wasn't going for a lot of stuff. I was actually just going to get the bucket and a mop. But when I went to Carrefour, they only had one brand of those rotating mops, the ones that you manually rotate, and the one that was there is not what I wanted, so I think I'll have to do an order online on Amazon or something. So I'll just wash the vegetables and then put them away. I was just about to go take a shower and rest, but then I've remembered I have a bunch of plants outside that need watering, so one more task to complete and then I can wrap it up. After being outside in the heat, I feel it. Let me get these plants watered because I got a notification today from the weather app that tomorrow the temperatures will be higher than normal. I don't know what that means because the temperatures are already high, but apparently it will be more than normal, so I will give the plants the water that I can give them now, and tomorrow we are avoiding the sun at all costs.